Hello, guys. Welcome back to Sound of Manchester. I'm Kushagra, and we are here to have a discussion about the forwards that are there at the club to date. We're having a chat with Mihir, Pratmesh, and Anurag, and we'll just be going through their options. Who do they feel are the best? So just as a prior information for all of us, we are primarily looking at the 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 formation that has been employed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But to begin with, we will all name our three preferred attackers, of course, with the two wingers and the central striker. So I'll just start with Pratmesh to begin with. Pratmesh, for me, I think the front three have to be Martial, Rashford, and James. Of course, we cannot talk about the man who shall not be named because let's just wait for a transfer. So as of now, I think the three of them with Greenwood as the switch, and if we've managed to secure Angel Gomez and that the fact that we already have Tahith Chong, maybe those two can be deputies as and when required or as change of players for different tournaments. But my front three would be Rashford, Martial, and David. Oh, David James. What is wrong with me? Daniel James.
Yeah, I think you pretty much summed it up because it's difficult. I really want to name the man who cannot be named, but
He's put on a
yes,
little weight right these days.
yeah, he's put on a little weight. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I think Kushagra, Rashford definitely left wing, all boxes tick. He scores goals, he makes goals, he has a few tricks up his sleeve. He can go 1v1, he can pass the ball quite well, so he's there for left wing. At right wing, we currently have Daniel James, and I believe he is the right pick considering what we have in our squad right now. He has got the pace, he's got a good shot up his sleeve, which hasn't always come off, but yeah, he does have that. And also, he has got the vision to cross the ball very well. We really need a crosser from right wing, so I think that works out well. At number nine, as a striker, for me, Anthony Martial, hands down the best striker at the club. He can dribble with the ball. He can shoot from distance. He can be a fox in the box. He can also score headed goals. So I think he is one of the complete packages we have. Also, Mason Greenwood for the future, but uh, for me, currently Mason is going to be a backup striker to Anthony Martial. We have Ode Igalo right now. He may or may not stay, but he's again going to be a backup or maybe one of your long ball emergency strikers. But the front three pretty much is settled. Otherwise, Rashford, Dan James, and Martial.
I think,
Mihir, your thoughts?
yeah, of course, I believe that Rashford, Martial, and Dan James should make up that front three. A lot of people at the start of the season said that Daniel James has been bought as a backup winger, but I mean, who do you want then? Jesse Lingard starting over there? Absolutely not. Uh,
No.
so Daniel James, he came good. He scored against Chelsea, scored against Southampton at the start as well. But he needs a bit of a bulk up. I think all our strikers do. The entire front three we do. Rashford in that sense has bulked up pretty well considering what he was maybe 2 seasons
Yeah.
ago, and it's a strike force for the future, definitely, and we'll be adding another two, one person for the future soon.
Hmm. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anurag, the floor is yours, man.
So I think there's not a lot to be said right now. You guys have very aptly mentioned that Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, and Daniel James should be the first pick among the players that we have right now, without really wondering who is going to come in the future.
Let's
This
not
should
go
be
there,
the
man.
one
Let's
among the
not go
current
there.
crop. Yeah, no one's going there. So one of the reasons why a lot of people would want Odion Igalo to start, maybe, but the problem with Odion Igalo is if he's in the playing level, let's say starting, uh, it kind of restricts Daniel James and Rashford in terms of their mobility. They like interchanging the wings. Sometimes Rashford loves going central. In that situation, Anthony Martial is more than capable of playing on the left, and sometimes he tries going to the right side where he can provide some crosses. So that is one area which Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be very much wondering about, because that is one of the most important aspects of his gameplay, that interchange of flanks. So with Odion Igalo, that is not possible. And a lot of people, I think Marcus Rashford or some other stats about him, we also talk a lot about Marcus Rashford's shooting, but we also have we keep telling people in the background are always in danger when he's shooting. Uh, but his shooting accuracy has been actually really good, considering the fact that he takes those shots from very different angles. His shooting accuracy is 57%. So for our viewers who didn't really get what I meant, so among all the shots that he takes 57% of them, they hit the target. So considering the fact that he takes those attempts from anywhere he wants. So
And
that
by
is
the way,
a
you know
very
what,
decent start.
Anurag? He has hit the
Yeah,
post quite a while, and the post and the
yeah,
crossbar
yeah,
does not count as a
exactly.
target.
Yeah.
It does not count as a target. So
Exactly,
even
exactly. True,
considering
true,
that,
true. That very famous United City game this season where we won 2-1 at Etihad. I think that could have been the goal of the season, literally, if
my God,
had Marcus
Yeah,
Rashford chipped
that
that
was
in.
brilliant.
he chipped at
That
it.
was
It's
such a
crazy. Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful build up, and I still want, if that had gone in, that would have been the goal of the season, and almost on par with that free kick that Rashford took, almost on par. So yeah, coming back to it, with Martial, the problem is he's not really a good crosser. He doesn't really attempt a lot of crosses. So I think it's better if he is predominantly taking the central role. And Daniel James, he's made a lot of assists as well. He's made a lot of big chances, six big chances created, six assists he's made, and his touches actually his overall touches actually he trumps Rashford and Anthony Martial in this area. So I think the ideal front three for me would be Anthony Martial in the center, left side Rashford, right side Daniel James.
I think, guys, we can all agree that I think obviously you're going to go to Kushagra as well, but we can all agree it is Rashford on the left, Martial centrally, Dan James on the right, and if the man who is not to be named does arrive, then him at whatever position we can please him with. So that is it. Kushagra, over to you, man.
Yeah, I mean, pleasing him with, I think that will take on different connotations for itself. So let's keep it to where he can probably play. But yeah, as far as the current striking options, let's narrow down. As we all know, the project restart is in full swing, and 17th of June for all our listeners and viewers and subscribers and everyone, guys, the Premier League is back on the 17th. City versus Arsenal being one of the kickoff fixtures on the 17th night. That is Indian Standard Time. So as far as the Premier League squad is concerned, of course, the front three have to be Martial, Rashford, and James. And even this season, we haven't had the luxury to watch Martial and Rashford play together often. We got a spell for about a month when Martial came back from injury and before Rashford got injured. I think the entire December and like a couple of weeks in November, and United had great results during a great span of results during that period. So we can be hopeful in the remaining 9 games in the Premier League that their their partnership as well as the partnership in the middle of the pitch between Pogba and Bruno bears some fruit and helps us. So just to round off, I think we've repeated it quite many times. I think we would like to keep is the same front line that Ole prefers, and let's hope that it works wonders for us. A positive aspect here is if we are able to extend Igalo's loan, we'll have him. We'll have him. We might have him till January, which I feel personally would be the best resolution because I still don't see the point of us spending a lot of money on a striker who will effectively be a third choice or a fourth choice. All right. So once again, thank you all. This has been a short series from ourselves about different positions in the team and who all we would require. We'd certainly be doing more transfer related, gossip related videos in the future, but we just wanted to bring to you guys about the sport that we have and what are the different combinations. And once again, the should definitely keep flying high. So thank you once again to the three of you guys, and thank you to everyone who's seen the video. Please do like, share, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you soon.